The most dangerous moment in a soldier's life is not when the enemy pulls the trigger. It is the moment after the mission fails. The smoke clears, the comms go dead, the silence settles, and the only sound left is the voice inside your own head saying, "You weren't enough." Most people spend their lives avoiding this silence. They medicate it with distraction. They scroll, they drink, they numb. They run from the wreckage of their own failure. But elite operators do the radical opposite. They lean into it. They understand a secret that civilian society hides. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the raw material of it. When you experience a catastrophic failure, your brain enters a state of biological crisis. It is not just an emotional event. It is a neurological event. Your amygdala, the primitive part of your brain, takes command. It floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline. You feel the physical weight of shame. Your chest tightens. Your heart rate spikes. Your ability to think logically shuts down. You are trapped in a biological trap. This is the collapse. It is the moment where most people quit. They interpret this chemical flood as a sign of their own incompetence. They think, "I am failing, therefore I am a failure." This is the fatal error. The elite operator does not judge the chemical flood. He observes it. He knows that this feeling of paralysis is merely a byproduct of his biology attempting to survive a threat. He does not identify with the feeling. He identifies with the mission. In the summer of 2011, a Navy SEAL commander walked into a debrief room after a mission that cost him 3 of his men. The air was thick with grief. The team expected a breakdown. Instead, he sat down, opened a blank notebook, and wrote 2 words. Good. Rebuild. This was not coldness. It was absolute control. He understood that in the high-stakes world of special operations, you cannot afford the luxury of self-pity. Pity is a poison that paralyzes the nervous system. He treated the loss not as a tragedy, but as a data point. When you fail, your ego screams at you to hide. It tells you that if you admit the failure, you admit your weakness. But the truth is the exact opposite. The failure is already an objective fact. By hiding from it, you lose the chance to extract the data. Failure is information. Shame is just noise. You must develop the capacity to sit with the wreckage. Do not look away. Do not distract yourself. Look at the disaster. Look at the failure. Look at exactly what went wrong. When you can look at your worst moment without losing your composure, you have already won the first battle of the comeback. The collapse is not the end. The collapse is the filter. It filters out those who are motivated by ego and those who are motivated by mission. If you are motivated by ego, failure will destroy you. If you are motivated by mission, failure will instruct you. Most people are fragile. They break under stress. Elite operators are anti-fragile. They use the stress to become stronger. When you force your brain to process the failure, you are not just thinking about it. You are literally rewiring your neural pathways. You are creating a new internal map. You must separate your identity from the outcome. Your job is not to win every time. Your job is to learn every time. When you remove the ego from the equation, you gain the ability to analyze your failure with surgical precision. The collapse is where you find out who you really are. It is the crucible. It is the fire. If you can survive the first 60 seconds of the collapse without falling into the shame trap, you have already mastered 90% of the population. You are being built. Every failure is a hammer blow. If you are weak, the hammer will shatter you. If you are disciplined, the hammer will shape you into a blade. Do not fear the breakdown. It is the beginning of your breakthrough. The silence after the failure is the most important time of your life. It is the moment where you decide if you are a victim of your circumstances or the architect of your future. The elite operator chooses to build. You have the armor. You have the sword. Now you have the protocol. The past is intelligence. The future is the mission. Do not live in the wreckage. Take what you need from it and leave the rest behind. The storm is not your enemy. The storm is your power source. Stay sharp. Stay disciplined. Rise from the ashes. Become the storm.